Morning comes, you guys are setting everything up, you manacle Carlone up, tie him up by the horse to its harness and stuff, that's right? Got that right? And then you're gonna cast a spell. What are you casting?
It's called seeming, I think.
Sending. Seeming is...
Yeah, that's a spell sheet.
Amazing.
Sending.
Turn it like cows.
It's not like message. It's only 25 words like message, but I can't keep casting it. It's immediate 25 and 25 and a third level slot. So I'm giving
But
them
it
a
can go
lot.
anywhere.
It can go anywhere.
Yeah,
To
exactly.
the target that I know.
To the target you want.
If somebody
Same
said,
resistance.
Evan Resmere, I never talked to Resmere. I don't know Resmere. I just know Resmere's a bad guy. I can't send one to Resmere.
He could.
Yeah.
He could technically.
If I knew Cindy, I could put it in an angle.
But I can
give
send to
him-
Leosin, and that's what we're doing. I want to get with you guys before I send the question and see if y'all want to alter it, but I believe it's straight up the best I can get with 25 words. And this
Well, here's the thing. I'm not gonna allow them to add anything to it because it's your own word.
yeah, I got you. All right, so they're going to hear for the first time. And it's 25 words on the dot.
Okay.
It only includes one question, but it lets you know three things. I sent a message to Leosin that says, got attacked by giants and ogres. They only stole food. We have people on caravan that work for Resmere. Can we trust Harper, Carlone, Amothel?
Okay.
Trying to fit as much as I could in there.
Okay. Giant attacks happening everywhere.
All right, let me write this down.
Coordinated giant attacks?
I don't know that I couldn't put all that in there. Attacking
Yeah,
everywhere.
it's 25 words, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Coordinated giant attacks everywhere in the north.
Oriented
Um,
in the north.
No clue about who Resmere is. Trust your own judgment.
Okay.
I think that's almost 25, right?
Yeah, it's close enough. Now I gotta tell these guys what he sent me back.
Which I just heard.
So y'all heard that. Apparently,
But you learned a new bit of information too.
I did. He does not know who Resmere is. And he does not know if this guy is a real Harper agent.
Now,
Trust me.
here's my problem with Carlone. The cult knows.
This is just us, by the way.
Yeah.
The cult knows what the Harper symbol looks like, yes.
Don't know.
I don't know.
But there is a chance.
There's a chance, yes.
If they can change their shape.
Perhaps.
I have a hard time believing in anything he says, to be honest.
Well, if we
I
can't
thought-
trust them, we've already messed up. So
True.
let's act like we're in the dark. Can we trust them completely? And then if things change, then
I tell you, he does act like a Harper agent. Everything he's done, I think he's an Harper agent. But the fact that
I'm going on your lead on this.
yeah, but the fact that there is 100% a shapeshifter among us, if they do know I'm a Harper agent, this would definitely hook, line, and sinker. Paladin can't leave him buried. I see the mark. They got us.
Now you may want to use your messaging magic so Carlone to speak to him, because I don't quite. I think if we let him go off on the next caravan that we cross by, sneak off, that'll draw more attention to us.
What's your
As opposed
And
to taking it
Carlone
to that-
said,
roll me an insight.
Carlone said that the people noticed him.
go away through things.
Huh?
Okay, honestly, anybody can roll me an insight if they want.
Okay, I'm going to roll it. Again. That's a 16.
That's an 18.
17?
Yeah.
13.
Okay. But you already believe him because you cast his own truth. Everybody feels. You feel like you can trust the guy. Really, you do.
I feel like he's
but
telling the truth, but
if
it's
you
just the
do
fact
have
that
any type of ill will, that's understandable. Because, I mean, it just sprung up, and he did tell you, you know, this was their sign that I was a Harper.
Yeah.
So your fears are understandable. They probably now know what the Harper tattoo and everything. So, but everybody feels like they have no reason not to trust the guy.
You may want to message him on the way to ask if he can get off in the next town or hamlet we get by instead of with the caravan. That'll be less suspicious.
So I'm gonna ask him if he want, no, what is it?
If he'll stay until the next hamlet or town.
Yeah, I'm sending a regular message to Carlone. He'll hear me in his mind. And I'm gonna say that we think it's best that he gets off at the next town.
Well, he told you as soon as he could find a caravan
Yeah.
south, he was going to take it.
I didn't know if it'd been like crossing us
Yeah.
or not.
Okay, you send him messaging.
This is a
message
regular
to him.
message, yeah.
And what did you send to?
Sending.
Sending is what you said.
Yes, it's a lot different actually.
Yeah.
It
it
does
is.
have
Has
the
to be.
range is the plane.
Yeah.
It's got more range, but you're only gonna get
Okay.
12 seconds of conversation.
Now you know that these giant attacks are happening everywhere in the north.
Hold on, I should tell Carlone this. Because he's going back to tell Baldur's Gate, it's too late. Is
Why?
Baldur's Gate north?
Can you describe me a
Yeah.
scroll? As during our next rest.
So it is best if he goes back to Baldur's Gate.
It is best. That's why he said he was going to go to Baldur's Gate.
So I don't gotta tell him about all, because I don't fully, I like 80% trust him. So I ain't gonna say nothing about the Giants, but I do know they're coming this way.
Will you allow us to make scrolls?
For
Like a spell?
sure.
Can you describe me a scroll for message, for sending or message?
I don't know if I can scrap scroll.
I need to check in on something.
I don't think I can scrap scroll.
There's this general item for
Yeah, it's just-
Oh, is this that? Okay, I can do that then.
Now, based on what he's told you about the north, you being from the north,
I want to check on my father.
you would know that where you're at now is not even considered the north at all.
I know.
And you've been by these giants. So,
Do we know Versperr's the leader of the cult or just
no one knows that.
Okay.
We don't know who the actual leader is.
You don't know who the leader is, that's just who
Gotcha.
he
Seems to have it.
I see more that as
People that
as
we've
the
seen.
face person talking to people for him. Then the half dragons actually being like the leadership fact tier.
Okay.
So, I guess during the next rest, you're gonna have him craft you a scroll of sending.
It could just be hell, I can
Message,
say.
okay. Like I said, it's anything you really wanna do, you've got 4 days before this next planned event. What about you
Other
two,
than-
what about you two and the Day Dove family?
I was about to
Is that
say.
something you keep up with now,
Yes.
or?
I think we should go over there and have more dinners. I should get the violin out, play some music. I think we still need to try to gain their trust. While we're
You've actually become quite friendly with them.
Because I told Vesper in secret that I believe that the Daydoff family does not work for Versperr. They're forced to work for him.
Okay.
That's why that boy's nervous all the time and his dad's scared.
Hmm.
I think the ones in the 7, they do. The orcs and shit, and half and a dwarf.
Okay, so you guys are gonna work on that. What about you, Ward?
I want to send a message to my father when I get the chance.
Mhm.
But I don't know how long the scroll will take to make.
I really don't know.
Take a couple days.
There you go. So in a couple of days.
The downtime I'll be tinkering with my little gadgets and gizmos that I do.
Mhm.
Hanging out with Varys, talking with Suledge,
Okay.
feeding Curd, chatting with Grizzly.
What about
I
you?
want to make a
Roland?
lighter.
I'm gonna be doing the normal things of patrolling, keeping everybody healthy.
Training Orvustia?
A little bit, slightly, Mikey Kaka. But I will be keeping an eye out for the girl that has been missing since the dragon attack, or the ogre, giant attack.
From a perception.
Like I've been doing the whole time. Haven't seen her at all.
Yeah, you had it with the stats.
Plus 5,
Then that's a roll,
22.
double and a couple stats.
Since the giant attack, when Luta's seen her, not seen her since.
Have we seen another new face?
Another what?
New face.
Yeah, he's changed up
Maybe
the caravan.
You got, would I have noticed a new face? But
Oh, like maybe someone's changed your appearance?
Yeah.
No. We've not. Not at all.
It's not else. They could just
Roland
hand
is
somebody
pretty much
that
at this
died.
point, he believes that she left with the giants.
I don't think
Because as soon as
giants are
somebody was
directly
like,
related with
somebody's
the whole.
watching this from the tree, and then blizzard, her cover was blown. She had to leave.
Okay. You don't believe that the giants are tied to the cult horde?
No,
Why?
because they attacked the Colts merchandise as well. They didn't take their merchandise. They took food.
True.
That's my founding reasoning. It would seem like a unanimous snatch and grab across
But-
everything.
But wouldn't it also cover up the fact that they're using the caravans to transport stolen
Then they would have
goods?
grabbed the loot as well. That could have been how they could have gotten the loot to where they need to take it. Get
That was
ransacked
a
by
perfect
giants.
opportunity for them to take the gold and anything else that.
But I do.
That's good
Tried to get
outside,
through
thinking
Baldur's
outside the
Gate.
box.
Yeah, I did, you know,
Giants are
Leosin
kinda
did say
dumb,
that
right?
they're happening all the way up north and they're
Dragons.
organized like
But the
this.
dragons are working north from the south.
So what
North
if the
being
giants and the
spiral
dragons
walls.
don't like each other? The cult don't like the, whoever's controlling these people.
Word right now is here that there is two big power plays in play, both of which has interest in the north where his family is, and he already lost one home up there, he doesn't want to lose another one.
So the dragons and the giants are at war, you think?
Yes. That could be a possibility.
They work
Work
together
on the dragon,
in the past,
dragon
but
supply line is what they would, think of it that way.
Okay, yeah.
But, okay, the question is, how would the giants know that
That
cult of the
was,
dragons here?
We haven't figured that
I
out.
mean, he didn't, Carlon did not tell you the other wagon was attacked by giants.
I just think the giants are just raiding for, like hill giants specifically, just raiding for food.
And you would know that's very common with hill giants.
They believe that gluttony gives them.
But the way they organized it and then they left
Very true.
is very un-hill giant-like.
no, I mean, they're not gonna fight.
Because like they said, hill giants would take food, but they would take everything and get their hands on it. They have us outnumbered, they
If a
ran.
bigger giant ordered a hill giant to raid a thing that
Yeah.
was valuable, a hill giant will see food as valuable. before
Yes.
anything
Gotcha.
else.
I still think there might be a
Like you said,
outline.
gluttony
Yeah.
is stature in hill giant society.
Or there's a smarter giant that knows of this cult and he knows they're gonna be using this caravan, so it's a good opportunity to just raid all the food on it.
Mhm.
What would raiding food gain?
They can stash it, man.
But how does that strike against the cult?
I'm saying if they do, if there's not, like if they don't strike against the cult, but they just find out
I
there is a
think we
cult on this
stumble
caravan.
upon another bad thing happening that's not directly
Yeah.
tied, but will be by
Gotcha.
the end.
So, speaking of food, food is scarce
Yeah.
these next couple of days. Because from the day you found Carlone
How many days?
until, let's see.
What's our total days now?
You found Carlone 4 days after the giant raid, and they took a lot of food, and you are, it is hunting and whatnot.
And then we were at 18 days, right?
Yeah, your current, when you found Carlone, 22 days. We're about to skip 4 to 4 days during all this.
Right, so I had 30 rations because I didn't want to buy from that one guy.
But I mean,
They gotta-
you can tell that food is starting to wear thin.
Yeah.
I mean, you are resorted to hunting and whatnot.
I start thinking that if the paladin can summon a horse, can we eat the horse and he summons another horse?
But when the magic of the horse goes away, is your belly empty?
Stomach bump.
Or it is
Wait,
contemplating.
wait,
on
wait,
the-
See, these are
The horse, as soon as the horse dies, it disappears,
I
leaving
was,
nothing
I
behind.
was joking.
But if you eat the horse,
Well,
you
it's
digest
alive.
it, and it's shit in your colon, you don't have to take a shit if it disappears, right?
Just keep the horse for
Problem is
alive while you
keeping
get
it alive
You'll be
that
okay.
far in here.
Just cut off the leg.
That's what I'm saying.
Alright, I've got a few things I want to do before our 4-day thing.
Sure.
We've been talking to the family, which I want to do that. There's 2 other big things I want to do. Well, I'm going to talk to the group about this. I believe that as much as Grizzly's found out, we owe it to him to let him know everything that we know on this caravan.
Anybody else agree to that?
I was figuring out my message. What was that?
Reluctant, yes.
I believe we should let Grizzly know what we
Because
just
I don't
found
believe
out about
anybody
everything.
other-
I've said
Any
several times that if
information.
I was there while y'all were telling him anything, I would have just told him everything.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I think we can trust Grizzly. He gave us.
I
that.
tell Grizzly that I've communicated with the guy that I work for, and he says that these giant attacks have been happening all the way up north, and so be prepared, there could be more.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And then another thing I want to do, which I'm not trying to take up all the spotlight, but I think it'd be a bright idea if I can stealthily somehow maybe get underneath the caravan, number 7, and maybe listen and see what they're talking about.
Oh,
That is super
You're
dangerous.
gonna hang on to the bottom?
Yeah.
Not that we've actually
Ooh,
been
boy, that's
missing
gonna
so
wear you
far,
out,
but
That's what I'm saying, it's super dangerous, and that's gonna wear me out. But they're not gonna talk in front of nobody, and I think they're making the family work for them. I really do. But that's the only thing, I can't go, I could get in the caravan if I was invisible, but as soon as I made a noise, they'd know I'm in there and it would kill me. If I fell out of the bottom of it, maybe.
Okay, well, are you gonna do this or not?
I'm talking to them thinking if they think it's a bright idea.
I mean, it's a good way to get information, but if you get caught, you'll be buried up to your neck.
See, I think
Yeah,
it's
I know.
gonna be an athletic skill check and you're gonna fail and then you're gonna get ran over.
Yeah, because you gotta think the next horse in line, if you don't move out of
It
the
could.
way.
My
If when the
athletics,
asshole comes up, he'll do it on
myself,
purpose.
and I have
They're
invisibility.
not gonna see you because you're gonna be invisible, so it's
But then again, if I fall off it, they're gonna know somebody's down there rolling out of the damn caravan.
Invisible.
I mean, if it was at nighttime, it'd be great, but we travel
What you
during the
could do.
I also got feather fall, so if I fall off the thing, I can make myself hit the ground lightly, I
I
guess.
could only use my manacles.
But you're still there.
In
But
front
you're
of
still
the-
there.
Dude, right
Oh, I thought you said something about tying them up.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can manacles. Manacles is brought up, so.
So,
I mean,
thinking-
he is somehow hitched to the harness
Yeah.
with.
We was talking about using rope. I was
We
thinking
could
when you
use-
take my manacles and manacle him to the bottom of the wagon, and just let him drag.
Well, yeah, I figured like we probably just like tied his hands, you know, and have him tied to the horse like this.
Oh yeah, Grizzly's got into it where he's like making Kurt growl at him every now and then, you know. So
Yeah.
there's some.
Then every time he does, I give Kurt a small piece of cheese
So.
to induce the behavior.
Okay, so
Because of
we
that
need to
Kurt
figure
Johnson on
out
his own every now and then.
is Luta going to do this?
If you have the manacles and you don't drop the fucking keys, you could manacle like one hand to the bottom to kind of help you.
I think that's a bad idea.
But then if I fell off a dragon
It'd be
and get
great.
caught.
But we're not going that fast,
No, yeah, you're moving very slow.
so it's not really going to hurt you. Some scrapes. maybe,
But you're still stuck to the bottom of the wagon. They find you stuck to the bottom of the wagon. What are you gonna say?
We're gonna be like, I don't know what happened. I guess she got drunk and tried to handcuff herself. I don't know what happened. Maybe
See, I think that's all gonna get me killed.
maybe she wanted.
I think it's a good idea, but it's a bad idea at the same time.
Well,
If she's
but
not,
you're not letting me know if you're gonna do it or
She
not.
can
Yeah.
let go and just.
That's what I need to
Well,
know.
she could be like, I
Are
just
you
tried
willing
to
to
get
do it or
some
not?
shades of work.
I'm gonna leave it up to the party vote.
Okay, that's
There's
3
three
of
of
you,
them.
so that would be a decisive or indecisive vote. What are you rolling your dice for?
If he wants to try it,
I
we can tell her
disagree.
not to.
Even I agree.
No, I don't want you to roll a dice to decide. You need to decide.
I
the
want
character.
to roll a test.
I don't want
Pros,
you
I have all the skills necessary to get in there stealthily. Negatives, I'm not really that strong, but I will hear it and everything
to.
they
But
say.
here's the
I
thing,
don't
the
think
only
you
thing
should
that
do it.
matters is that die result.
Yeah.
So, yay or nay, Vesper?
If Luta thinks it's a good idea,
No, you.
Yay or nay?
do I think
She's
it's a
leaving it
good
to
idea?
you 3.
Lou's leaving to the party because she can do it.
Yay or nay?
Now I'm only gonna do it if y'all want me to.
I just have one question. Do you really think you can get vital information?
If they don't know I'm there for an extended period of time,
Yeah.
There's only one way to find out.
Okay. Yay or nay?
Yeah.
Yes. Or
Nay.
nay. Rolling.
With the manacles, no. Without them, yes.
Well, that's not a straight answer. I need a yes or no.
That's just either way. If you're taking the manacles, no. I agree with the no part. But if you're doing it to where you can get away, you know, you're not
He's
chasing
gonna
your
have the key.
freaking
He's gonna have
wagon.
the key to it.
I don't want the
Drop off
manacles.
No manacles.
Okay.
So, you're yes.
yeah.
So we're gonna do this.
I feel like this is a bad decision, but it seems like it can really pay off.
Well, we're about to.
This is gambling. I could roll a 2 or a 3 on my dice and be fucking out of the bat.
Hey man, I play poker all the time. Gambling's fun.
Hey, I got one inspiration. I just realized.
Oh.
Good, you can use it for me.
I'll be like, do I want to use it?
What exactly are you going to do?
In our caravan, where nobody else can see us, is when I will cast invisibility.
Okay.
Now, if I cast any other spell while I'm invisible, I come visible. So there's no
What if
casting
you
of
cast
spells.
invisibility?
What?
What if you cast invisibility?
Again?
Yeah. Like the hours over it wears off.
Do you flicker?
I guess I would have to let it go off first and then cast it again. But I'm only gonna be over there for an hour.
I'm just-
Okay.
45 minutes, I'm off.
Okay, so you're casting invisibility,
Yeah.
and then what do you do?
You have a watch.
I'm going to stealthily, invisible, run beside the caravan and try to get on the back of theirs and hang on.
Okay. You're going to run.
Well, it ain't going real fast, but I don't think I'm going to walk and get on it. I'm sure I'm going to have to
Well,
do
the
some type
caravan's
of.
slow. It does that on a walking
Yeah.
pace.
So I will not quickly, but stealth and as fast as I can do stealthily and get up on the back of this thing.
Okay. Roll me a stealth.
Okay, and that's a 12 and a 7, 21, and I'm invisible. I don't know if that helps, but
All right.
19.
So you go past the first wagon.
7 is 19.
oh yeah, you're right.
Roll me a perception.
Perception. That's 4. Oh, that's shitty. It's 8.
Are we
Okay.
all just like
Roll me a wisdom save.
Wisdom's -1. This is turning out to be really bad. That's 11.
You hear him, and you feel suggested to not do the course that you're about to do. When you hear the voice, you look, and Bartless, you just passed him, and he's talking, and he's looking directly.
Is this a wizard that's
And
badass?
you're invisible. He says, I don't suggest doing the course of action you're doing. You should go back and guard your wagon. And you say, yeah.
I was gonna say yeah anyway, because he's badass.
And you go back to your spot on the wagon.
Now I feel like he would not have given you said warning had or had not befriended him.
Or maybe if you wouldn't have went at such a quick pace, we
Yeah.
could hear you.
Yep.
Because I literally beat you by 2.
Yeah, he.
I rolled
So
a
if anything-
19 on a perception.
If anything, I come back and I say, I didn't get shit, but Varless is your friend because he stopped me from doing something stupid.
Hi, as well you should.
And now, for the rest of the day, you notice that he keeps looking back at you.
He's probably wondering what the fuck I was trying to do.
Oh yeah, you can tell he's kind of curious.
or he's part
Because here I am, oh, I'm a healer, I'm a girl. And then all of a sudden, this girl's sticking on the back of the wagon.
I'm gonna
He's
say
invisible.
that is the second day of the leg.
You trust him?
That looks sticky, isn't it?
I'll tell you, Varless found out what I was trying to do. He told me not to.
I don't like him, so I'm thinking he might be involved.
He's not a bad fellow. Just get to know him.
Roll me a perception, Luta.
22.
You notice that you got hit with some suggestion because he has to say it to you, so
Yeah.
you look directly at him. But you notice he doesn't tell his merchant, Bed, he doesn't tell him, he doesn't tell his brother. You don't ever see him talk to them. But every now and then he'll keep looking at you.
Shit.
It was a good plan. I just rolled high.
Yeah. Even if you did, it's good that you rolled high because say you didn't roll high and then I got on there and then I fucked up. And Varless couldn't get me out of
That's
that.
true. Varus.
He's not
Varus.
so much of a muscle.
Not Varus.
So we know Varus is at least.
But Varus is the vampire from the last
So we
Pathfinder
know
game.
Varus is not going to
I'm
tell
also
anybody
interested in
that I know of. But he knows what I did, and now is it the fact that he don't know what I am, or he knows I'm holding secrets?
Rip of the water.
I think I made an enemy and a friend at the same time. So that's the end of day 2, he says.
That happens during day 2. Day 3 comes around. Anybody got anything?
I ain't trying that shit again.
We still have Carlone. We haven't passed
Oh, we got 6 days in.
another caravan yet.
No.
Okay, how many days has this been so far? Like
This
20 something?
you're right now on day 25.
So
In
we're
these
gonna have
25
some
days,
soon.
have we at
Yeah.
any point
I think
passed a
every day we
caravan
should
going
continue.
south?
We probably should
Oh.
try to
So
figure
it's
a way to
not
get
common.
There's
information.
other roads that come into this road. This is just not a straight shot to Large. There are roads from everywhere. You know there is a road from El Toro, where you're from, that comes to the coastway. So there's other roads. You've been passing other roads. And you also know there are coordinated giant attacks around.
Do y'all
Have
want
you
to
seen
talk
any
tomorrow?
evidence of any more of those
Let him in on
since,
stuff.
since ours? Not happening to us, but maybe happening to
Nope.
anybody else.
Nothing.
You trust him, but you don't trust him, and I don't know what to think about him because he look at me like he will kill me if I do that again.
I think he's a fucking dick.
Boy, that's a
Roland
sense
kinda
of
likes him,
irony
actually.
in time.
He hasn't spoke to him.
Yeah.
He knows that Orin is befriending him.
I know what Ord
He
Wants to tell
hasn't
him.
given any ill will.
In the beginning, yeah, he did. You probably didn't like him. No one liked him.
He's a fucking
Right.
He was a
But
prick.
since then, you know, it's been
No, trust me. When I get powerful enough, I will blow his fucking brains out.
that is all you.
What was I saying? He's getting stronger as you're getting stronger.
That'd be like several sessions later.
Okay. During any of this time, do you bring this up to Varys that you know that he spotted Luta? Do you say anything to him? Because he's not saying anything to you.
I'll mention it while we're firing my gun.
All right, and he got a smirk. So he's like, "You want to tell me what that's about?"
Oh, yeah, I do.
And he's like, "Because it is my job to protect not only my wagon, but I am a guard for this caravan."
Did you hear what happened at Greenest?
No clue.
Dragons attacked. They were being followed by a cult. There's some of the, we're here because some of the wagons are,
And he's like, "I'm gonna put two and two together. The cult of the dragon. Everybody knows about the cult of the dragon.
aye,
And they've tried to take over parts of Eastern Faroon or ever
and they killed Perry.
your friend. So you have some grudge against them."
I do. The others doing what they believe is right.
Okay.
We believe they're connected. She has wanted information. Between the wagons.
So she's invisible. Why?
She's weird. It's her thing.
It is what I think.
Roll me
That is awesome.
deception.
That's my honest opinion of her.
Roll another 19 dice.
So if we're both equal, what do we do?
I'm gonna say that. And when you're equal, it's still a B. So he tells you, "Look, we might have got off on the wrong foot, but we have a bond between us. I haven't said anything to anybody else. I'm just curious."
Tell no one. Because I see if they found out I've told you.
They'll come after me.
No, I mean, they'd be pissed off at me and make my life miserable.
He kind of lets you talk about those guys.
I don't really care about the hoppers or anything.
He tells you, "I'm pretty sure I can take care of myself. Me and my brother."
You just had a Harper now.
Oh, yeah. I did it on purpose. He has a wisdom of eight. I said it on
He
purpose.
says, "Arbors."
Aye, she's a hopper. It's her mission to find the cult.
So
He's worse than me.
So
I'm playing my stats.
He's playing right. He's playing right.
you know, sometimes trouble follows the Harpers. You realize that, and I understand what they're a force of good. I understand such things, but you know, sometimes the Harpers aren't always right.
Unfortunately, I'm just here to settle a debt with Patty.
And I understand that. And he was like,
And I do agree with you 100%. They're not always right.
he tells you, "I'm going to let you know now." He was like, "Besides you guys, because obviously now he knows you know magic. Obviously you know magic."
In my own quirky way.
Tells you, and besides me, because he hasn't seen you do anything magical.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been using magic
I've been
missile
shooting
and
magic missiles when the ogres attack.
I don't mean he's seen it.
Well, he
You
also
gotta
told
think
me he
everybody
was.
was-
Yeah, and I told him at the
Yeah.
beginning that
He did a little
I did
You wanna learn
magic,
from
him.
and I
He's
wanted
like-
him to teach me some
He
shit.
says,
He's like,
says the only person that's might be able to protect her is Il Hillary, the animal lover.
I thank you.
He's like, "Just let you know." He's like, "But I'm telling you, she causes any trouble, she's going to end up like your friend back there."
And I agree completely. That's why I told her not to do it. Well, it's when we're away with my.
Yeah, I know, but he's like,
Sorry.
he's like, because
Just 'cause you're away doesn't
he's
mean
like,
nobody's
there,
smart.
who knows there's not eyes anywhere.
There's eyes everywhere.
That's right.
Yeah.
So he was like, "But I'm just letting you know, you should probably keep her steered of such actions. Because if that wagon caught her, I mean, the final judgment's going to come down against them. It's their wagon. Now, if it was something against the whole merchant caravan, such as your friend back there, then it's gonna come down to the merchants. But most merchants don't take kindly when it becomes between them and a thief.
Or a thief.
But he doesn't know that.
Yeah, I know. I'm not there.
Your Bilbo Baggins.
And I mean, it is kind of odd, you know, that your friend was showing that necklace around the other day. No giant would really bother with that necklace.
He thought to draw them out. Again,
He was like, I've noticed people watching. He's like, and I've noticed, there's no telling who else has noticed.
the 3 wagons in front of you, I imagine.
Oh, yeah, there's more than them. He was like, I think the longer that you meddle in this powder keg is gonna blow. And he was like, there might not be a caravan after this. So he's like,
Determine everything.
I'll tell you what though. When I find my original, the gun that Perry helped me make, I'll give you Matilda.
fair enough. He likes the idea of that. I would be honored.
Hit you my dick.
That made his day. Awfully nice of you. So, unless anybody's got anything else to do, I'm speeding this up.
Or it has
No,
grudge against
speeding
Matilda,
this
to be
up,
fair.
speeding this up.
She blew
So
up my
now, or do you share that information with anybody? That there are people that kind of realize that something's going on here?
Well, I would say that he knew that I was going to go talk to Varnos about it.
Did he tell us?
Yeah, but I'm
I
saying,
was
Just telling him a while ago.
yeah, but I'm saying what Barless just told you to share with anybody else.
I will go.
Racist men.
I will go up beside him while we're walking in the caravan, and
Him, me, her.
her. I'm sorry. I go up to Luta while we're walking the caravan and say, "Next time try a stunt like that. There's eyes everywhere. It's been confirmed."
I know your friend caught me.
He's not the only one.
Now I'm scared.
All right. You've made it out of the troll claws. Land becomes flat. This day,
It's scarce.
just off in the distance, you see a castle. How do you feel about seeing a castle after all this time?
Well,
How do you feel?
Probably relieved because I'm used to being in town.
Get back in my damn element.
Yeah, I say everybody, it's literally.
Our castle doesn't have a village, but
It's not safe yet
Hopefully
to
there's
lower your guard.
around.
Everybody, roll me a history check.
I'm proficient.
I get to add half my level. Intelligence, which is
15.
4.
13.
9.
You know this is Dragonspear Castle. Used to be a place for summoning devils. Some men of the north took it over for good, and there's a battle out here. Some of them mysteriously vanished. Other ones fled. And most people think the castle is now haunted. There's also a small hamlet not too far from here.
So there's nobody in the castle?
That's what people believe.
Anybody wants to go to
That is Dragonspear Castle. These summon demons that it's haunted now. Or at least that's what they say.
Can we go?
I'm dumb. If you
Grizzly tells you no.
Well, we need to stop at the hamlet.
Let's talk about the Hamlet.
Yeah, but it's like a couple miles outside of it. But you don't want to go to the castle.
What?
People have disappeared off of caravans, and a lot of people blame it on the castle in this area.
Yeah, maybe we could cleanse the undead spirits.
Honestly, I
People laugh
just
at you as noble as it is. It's not what it pays for.
That's true.
we could do it while we rest in the
You
town
give me
over
some
the
time. You
evening.
give me some time off. You know,
He was like,
go
you
there.
go in that castle. There's no telling how long you could be in there. He's like, and the caravan leaves, then what? Your lead is gone.
What if that castle?
Could
has
I
something
bribe
to
the
do?
caravan to stay there?
I mean, what
It's
if
called Dragonspear.
he says, what if the giants did and you didn't follow them either?
Well, we think there's something else up with the giants. We discussed this.
No, I mean,
We think they may be a
It
dragon.
doesn't make a point,
He's-
unless I do want to find more as soon as possible.
put a final into it. He tells you, I paid you. I'm telling
is
you,
true.
The
the
big man is
castle
right.
is off limits.
I'll start feeding curd cheese.
I agree with Grizzly because we are under contract.
Well, the paladin.
But the paladin might want to cleanse the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Ride in on your horse, save the day.
Maybe take the wizard with you. Fuck that guy.
I see what you're trying to do here. No.
But
We'll have to come save you, and then we'll have to go.
even as
I do have a little bit of a thing in the back of my head saying Dragonspear Castle. Maybe this is where they're.
I really want to check it out.
Maybe
but
this is their
Or
headquarters.
to
Maybe
get the
they're
water
trying to get it back. And, you know.
I feel like Grizzly just
Oh,
don't
this
have
could lead us
any-
down so many rabbit holes.
It's like,
Yes, I'll work the rest of this time for free.
so
oh shit, he might take
you're
that.
not going to try to go to Dragonspear Castle when you get there. Neither are you.
Well, I would rather go after more death.
Oh yeah, I know, but I'm just making sure.
I'm jotting this down in our journal to come back.
As
Yeah, it's
the
worth coming
player,
back.
I really want to do
When
this.
we're
The
level
rogue wants
15.
to go because I can really do some awesome shit.
Ain't not gonna stop. I'm not gonna say eventually, maybe after this is all over, if you wanted to try to come check out the castle, you could. Because people stay away from the castle. If Good took it over once and lost it, that has to tell you something. He's like, but it was confirmed at one time there was like a portal to the Nine Hills there. Now, if that
Maybe the
portal
good
was
just wasn't good
closed,
enough.
destroyed, it was like, that's been lost to time. No one knows. He's like, but everybody believes it's haunted.
So how long has it been empty?
2 days.
Maybe back, maybe 100 years, maybe less.
Does it look in good shape?
Oh yeah, the castle looks in great shape. I mean, from where you're at. But you're probably about a day outside Dragonspear right now.
Yeah.
So you guys set up and break camp. Do you two, Luta, Versperr, continue on with family
Yeah.
Yes.
training? Varys while you're camping, correct?
I want to start actually training him how to use the gun.
Roland, I'd assume mostly through this now you've been keeping an eye out for prying eyes. Because,
Yeah, I'm definitely aware that a lot of eyes are on me, and I'm trying to see which ones those are.
okay. You guys were at camp for the night. A lot of stories are getting passed around about Dragonspear Castle this night because it's common that people pass this place. You hear the story of the demons, of how, once great men took the castle back over. You hear
Like,
that.
is Grizzly telling me?
Oh yeah, great.
Because I'm like Grizzly, listen. I love the story, but don't tell me, because you're making me want to go more, okay?
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm curious myself.
So if the portal never got closed, what's stopping them demons from
You know
growing
you
out
want to
here?
go.
He
Oh,
tells
he
you,
was definitely
he's like, he tells you he
I've got
believes
something to take care of.
that,
I got to be done.
that it's closed. He was like,
Unfortunately.
the devils did escape, and that's what caused the men of the north to, raid the castle
So I go in there and I
kill the
kinda warm
cultists that were there. It's like, but that was hundreds of years ago. They say before that, a grand wizard had built the castle as his home.
The wizard. You're really not looking at anything, I'm sorry.
But I mean, he's just telling stories. He doesn't know what's true. He can confirm that, the demons and the men of the north that took it over, he can confirm that is true. But, as for the wizard that built it, that's the story most people go with. So,
It was
So this hamlet, I'm gonna ask Grizzly. This hamlet won't be like the other one, will it?
what do you mean?
Or the inn?
the snoods.
Or it's bought out when you can get
bought
out.
out where you can't get in.
He can't promise you that.
Because
he-
I might have to
The helmets are what about the...
He was like, this is
had to
this
take
is
down the picture.
probably the biggest place between Baldur's Gate and Daggerford. He's like, so I would imagine not.
Okay.
I mean, I couldn't see it. I mean, it's what when you were at the Coastway Inn. That was just an inn and like a stable and
Yeah.
stuff. It wasn't like a hamlet or anything. You're going to a hamlet. So you might have a population of like 200-300 people here.
Just got, Versperr's got anger issues and she needs to sleep in a bed.
You get
Take a
tired
shower.
of sleeping in the dirt and stuff. Oh yeah,
I don't know what to complain
that's
about.
completely understandable.
Did you finish the scroll yet?
Yes.
Yeah. You can go ahead and send that. What are you going to send to your father?
Dragon Coat heading north. Coordinated dragon attacks. Heavy in the north.
I mean, giant attacks.
Yeah, giant attacks, I apologize.
He's gonna be scared of shit. You say you're going to dragon attack.
Remembering the Citadel, fearing the worst. Will stop this if possible myself.
He tells you, groups of fire giants sighted, all searching for something. Large loads of metal found with them.
See, I don't like this news.
Have not clashed with any.
No.
That's your message back. That's probably did your father a lot of good. He has not probably heard from you in a while.
Not since I left from Greenus.
Yeah, because this is the 16th of Flame Rule. So you've been in this about, I think, 2 months now since everything happened at Greenus.
I sent him a missive right before we left, but that was about it. Look, my father's like that's my biggest fan here, so.
I asked you if the scroll was useful.
Hey, I believe so.
Any important thing we need to know?
Middlebot is not under siege. Yet.
So I do not know about this dragon, these fire giants.
Oh yeah, so you just found out I'm from Reborn as well.
Oh, you're from here. Are you gonna tell the group?
Something.
Didn't know it was secret.
Oh yeah. I don't see. He's not able to keep
Yeah.
secrets if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But you're sitting here intently, Versperr, listening to these stories from Grizzly Jones, and you realize something's off. Orvustia had went to relieve herself, and she's been gone for like 15 minutes, and that's not right.
There we go.
I guess I know what general direction she went in.
Oh yeah, she's off to the left, I would say.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Luta
That's what Ward's doing to you.
and Ord,
That's just you?
just because I'm not as close with Roland as I am these two,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna be like, she's been gone for a minute.
Maybe we should check on her.
You guys mind going with me to check on her?
Yeah. You just need
Of
me here.
course.
Them two.
Well, I'm not talking to you in Ord.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I've been training her, right?
Yeah, to defend herself.
Okay.
So would you say our characters have gotten closer?
I assumed that they have a while back. When
Okay.
I basically,
I know that Roland.
I assumed that we started
was mad at
that
me.
path back in Greenest after you came clean.
Oh,
Wasn't happy that it happened, but
right.
with the whole forgiveness and mercy.
All right, then I'll tell Roland
thing.
too. I just wasn't sure how Roland was feeling toward Versperr. So,
Okay.
And I've been training her, so obviously I've been.
well, I mean, she's not
Yeah,
me though.
I had him do a
She's a
message so I don't.
Yeah,
I'm not just gonna train anybody.
Right.
So what are you gonna do here?
I'll just tell Grizzly that, hey, we're gonna go look for her because she's been gone for about 15
And
minutes.
he's like, yeah, that's
weird.
strange. When you're seeing that, you see from the horse, or I should say from Curd, you see Clone kind of motion to one of you guys. He kind of eyeballs your weapon.
Whose weapon?
All you guys, like maybe you're getting the idea that, hey, maybe you should leave him a weapon behind.
Who?
Oh.
Carlon, Clone, yeah.
Hey, Grizzly, I'm uploading some stuff in the back if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
I give him a wink.
with your
That's
bad
the
eye.
scimitar they gave you.
But that's less
Bad eye.
suspicious.
Yeah,
That's less suspicious.
it's not.
Hey, I'm gonna like try to like slide a hand you a dagger.
Oh, I saw the scimitar.
Yeah, you still got a scimitar.
I
I just have
Scimitar
a
is
roll
special.
it.
Would
this,
a
uh,
dagger be less conspicuous than a
Cologne,
scimitar?
like,
I'm
wanna
just
see
putting
what
it out the
happens.
way.
He's kind of like,
Oh.
like, hey, maybe you should drop a weapon that he can pick up.
I'll drop my scimitar.
Because he's like you guys, he thinks something's up.
I'm gonna put my 2 kegs, the scimitar, and like my brewing supplies in the back of the wagon.
Make it a little noticeable so he sees it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he say he fights with axes?
No,
Grizzly,
that's-
grizzly axe.
Oh, okay. That's what, no, I'm talking about Cologne.
No, Cologne.
I don't
didn't
think
say
he ever
anything about
mentioned.
axes, No.
What?
What he
What
fought
Cologne
with.
fought with.
No, he didn't. He just
If
said
it's an arbor agent, I know he likes scimitars, daggers, and
Yeah.
quicker weapons.
No, he didn't say anything. He just said the less you guys do for him, the better.
So you're leaving a scimitar for Cologne, or? Okay.
Yeah, he's leaving.
Cologne.
Yeah, I thought
Cologne, yeah.
Cologne.
Cologne is
I come
what
from
you wear.
I like Cologne.
Cologne is really probably what everybody needs right now because you probably stink.
Yeah, we've been out here with a
Oh,
month.
damn.
You've been out here over a month now. You're
So
on
you
yeah,
leave that
about a
on the
month from
back?
day 28.
He leaves that on the back of. I message Cologne and I tell him, or left you a gift.
Okay. And he doesn't say anything.
What's, you know,
Everybody roll me perception as you're leaving.
Oh, that's a disadvantage.
16.
Hey,
The one person who needs 10, above a 10 don't get it. You guys notice as you're leaving, Varys, the strict, is like watching you guys. Didn't say anything. He just watches you
He
guys.
told me not to do anything stupid.
so do
earlier.
you look at him and you say he's watching?
Yeah, I tell y'all of our Morris is watching this.
I would be like, I was gonna turn around and be like, you can come if you want to.
You know, he tells you, "I've got this."
I'm just gonna yell at the girl's missing. We're just taking a quick look.
Who speaks Elvish besides you?
Me.
You. Fuck, I forgot. I have like 3 elves.
I'm like, where else?
I don't.
In Elvish, he tells his brother, "Hey, keep your eyes peeled." So his brother just kind of looks at him like, "Duh," you know, like, of course. And that just kind of clues you guys in that he still hasn't told anybody anything.
Yeah.
Walk off into the woods a little while. Perception's all sight.
Yeah, I realized that it was like after I wrote an 18, I was like, no,
Oh,
I wrote
yeah.
a 2.
That's good.
21.
Huh?
21.
We switch roles that time.
You
What
wrote
do you
two
got?
20s?
No.
Oh.
Oh.
I was like,
I
holy
wrote a
shit.
20 and a 4.
Okay. You two are looking, and you find her weapon belt, her sword, her shield on the ground, and there's 2 sets of footsteps that go further out to the woods.
Why would you take all that?
Well, get us in the little
There's
back to
2
the
sets of footsteps that go out further into the
God,
woods.
it's banging somebody.
Kind of
Um,
footsteps.
roll me a survival, which I was about to ask for. Roll.
We're about to have a romantic fight because I think somebody's out there banging her.
If it's a wisdom roll, no matter what, I will roll low.
Oh no, anybody can roll. I just let him because he
Oh,
said
yeah,
something about the track.
Okay, I thought you were telling us to. I apologize.
So
9.
a 9. It's kind of easy to tell. Some of the one track is deeper than the other. The other tracks that are smaller kind of drag, almost like maybe there's a struggle, and they go further off into the woods.
I'm gonna quicken the pace.
You want to kind of quicken the
Boys,
pace.
let Grizzly know what's going on.
The who? Grizzly?
Varlas.
Varlas?
Barless is a vampire in another game. Evan keeps calling
Yeah, I
Varys.
can't call it Varys.
Yeah, he keeps calling Varys Barless.
V for vampire.
Varys
You
vampire.
got me thinking
And
it was
we're both elves.
I let V know in the message. I'm like, we think she's.
V is vampire hunter.
I know what we're talking about.
Varys.
Varys.
Vampire hunter demon. Yeah.
Varys, damn it. Varys or
Varys.
Alright, I let him know in a message that.
Because so he knows.
I tell her gear is found and it looks like a struggle and she's dragged
And
away.
this might be
Following
like 30 foot outside off the road.
Now,
to the
message
tree.
is not a real far. I think after this one, I ain't gonna be able to message him. I think the distance is gonna be too far away. But go ahead.
Message I think is 120.
Is it 120? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
So more than likely, it's the last time I'll get to message him before.
So you just take off.
Yeah.
I whistle for my horse, mount up and follow.
You can't get a horse through, it's pretty thick.
Okay.
I start chasing.
And if you whistle
I
for a
can't
horse,
sp- I can't
and your
speak to-
horse
I
takes
guess
off
that's
to the
this is
woods,
true
you're
myself.
gonna
I'm
trump
sorry,
I
off a
can't
lot of
speak
it.
to it telepathically,
Yeah,
I
'cause I'm
believe that's
a
what it
voodoo
said.
Yeah,
That's
120 feet.
But I don't know the range.
So,
Can
it's
we look
needed.
that up?
It's needed.
What?
I got it.
Yeah.
We put up speed.
Alright,
So you take off, Vesper, she takes off, running into the woods.
I follow her.
I'm following him.
Well, not like a full hour, but like a jog.
Okay, yeah, I keep her that. All right.
At first I was like, she's
I don't wanna
having
trip and
sex
fuck
with
myself
some
up.
man.
Who's keeping,
I'm like, no,
who's
she's getting
keeping
ready.
on, well, you two seen tracks. Roll me survivals, I mean, how fast, okay, you move 30, you're moving your full 30?
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be a disadvantage because you're getting at a pretty quick pace here. You're not taking your time to look through the dark and around bushes and stuff.
Well,
Following fast enough to keep him in sight, but
we know where.
I'm talking about her, I'm talking about, I
Well,
mean,
we know where the footprints are going, right?
but it's getting thicker.
Oh,
Where you're, it's getting thicker, these woods are where you're going.
Oh, well, then I'm gonna slow down. I thought it was all the same.
No, it's getting thicker, so
Okay. Well, then I guess I'll go half
If you
speed.
slow, then you can roll survival
Okay.
regularly.
Because I mean, I want to find her, so
That'll help.
not with that name. Let's
I'll
see.
gather her equipment. Can I do
That's
that?
Sure.
5. I lost them.
I was
Lost
going to say
track.
I can give you. I was wanting aid for
Said
advantage.
that was a sword, shield, and a
Uh,
belt.
I'd be like rolling.
I'm using the message all I can here. While we're out in the middle of nowhere, I'm
Your
gonna
message is you're too far out.
No, I'm messaging her
Oh,
constantly, see if she answers
but
back.
don't you have to have line of sight?
I think I do
I'm
actually.
not sure.
I got
Did
it.
you
Back
have
in
advantage?
Venus, he was teleporting
Have
like
advantage.
through a
I
wall.
think that's how the
Well, I saw,
teleport.
I knew they was in there. I don't know where she's at.
They gotta have line of sight.
Okay, I'm gonna try to find him again. He's casting 8 on me.
No, I mean like the action aid, like helping you.
Yeah,
find
he's
something.
helping you.
Oh, you're helping me?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay. He's
Okay.
actually helping me.
You've lost them, go ahead and roll me
Try to
one.
find them.
It's gonna be harder.
you gotta be able to see them. And they
Yeah,
gotta
Is
know
it
where
double
they're at.
nines?
No, it's a 6.
So I was doing it wrong at the beginning of the game.
You gotta see, I gotta be able to see them.
For this message. The other one you don't. That's why it's a freaking spell.
What do you got?
You can't trip.
That was 9.
Can't find them.
Oh.
Roll
You're
it
starting,
out.
you're starting to panic.
Fuck it. Bardic Inspiration. I get my violin out, start playing it, roll D8 with it.
Roll the
We're making
D8.
noise to help find this chick.
I'm still helping.
You're still helping? So did I get advantage on that too?
I'm not gonna say advantage anymore because you've already lost them and and then you roll again, you can't
This is
find them.
this is my last ditch effort to help you. Only one of my 3.
18, 19, 20, 21.
You kind of get yourself turned around and you guys are following her blindly, but finally you find these tracks again, and you come through the thick and you open up. I mean, you're just hauling ass, and you run right to this opening, and with her
Oh.
are 3 other guys. Roll me initiative.